It just sounds like a really bad MIDI. It's like the worst karaoke version you've ever heard. Alright, can the chorus redeem it? Let's hear it.
You'll never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get the game on, go play. Hey
Why is it so bad? Why is it scary? It's not supposed to be scary. Whistling. Go to the moon. Go to the moon. This isn't bad. The DJ scratching, that's pretty spot on. Go to the moon. And then it's back to this. It's like final level boss music. God, the ending is so abrupt. It's... Okay, the start is alright. Can't go too badly wrong with just some drums. This is where it goes wrong. Oh no, it was... Okay, it's actually, other than a really grating guitar.
I got my head checked.
Let's listen to just these bits. The honks are back. That's not bad. Getting that bass part. It's appropriately heavy. I think that's pretty good.
I got my head done.
Okay, I take it back. It's got a few problems.
It's not my problem. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, the timing gets progressively worse on the yes.
Yeah.
God. That is not bad. The tone's sort of roughly there and the notes are not perfect, but in the right ballpark. Oh my God. Okay, even that is not awful, it's loud. And intense. It's so intense. And then goes to this really crap MIDI guitar. This is like secondary school level Battle of the Bands. I'm really pretty happy with the drums. Oh, even the fill.
I want it now.
Those are so different than the other chords. Okay, the riff isn't far off. It's definitely not right. It's like Muse on the NES or something. The solo, oh god. Okay. Oh my god. Take it easy, Matt Bellamy, come on. This kind of is a Muse solo, but if the guitar was out of tune, it's like I'm trying to find the notes that they're just not there. They're really not. It's oddly like really close to the original, but then really not in a voice. The notes are not correct. One slight issue with this track. Some of the vocals are in Korean. And I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle that yet. I was a ghost, I was alone. Something in Korean. Got a problem, child, cause I got too wild. But now that's how I'm getting paid. Being Korean on stage. You could tell even I found myself funny there. Being Korean on stage. It's such a bad joke.
Like I'm born to be.
Oh, that's not bad. I've actually got some like unintentional harmonies in there. It's a little bit pitchy there.
We're going up, it's almost.
They're very underwhelming. It's supposed to be like the big epic chorus, and it's like
up with our voices. Something in Korean. Gonna be wouldn't. Waited so long to bring these
It's like a real,
walls
like,
down,
just
to
dubstep
wake up
moment out of
and
nowhere.
feel like me. No more hiding. I'll
That
be
breath in.
shining like I'm born
I mean, this
to
part
be.
isn't. If it had a good singer
'Cause
over it,
we are hunters,
wouldn't be too bad.
voices strong and
Can you tell that I'm not a singer? Be honest.
we're going up, up, up with our voices. Something in Korean.
I think that was a valid way around not knowing the Korean parts. This song's quite simple, so I feel like there's only so much that can go wrong with it. Yeah!
Finished with my woman, 'cause she wouldn't help me with my mind.
Oh no, it's
People
really
think
bad.
I'm insane because I am frowning.
It's just
all the
depressing.
time.
The rhythm's supposed to be ding 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 ch, but instead I've just got.
I need someone to.
And how
show
did I
me
come in
the
late on
things in
every
life
verse?
that I can't find.
I mean, at least it's in key. Doesn't fit the song at all. It's like there was a guitar soloist who showed up to the wrong stage. Yeah, that sums it up pretty well.
It's too late.
I don't even know what to say. This is by far the worst one. By far. Like, I'm sorry, Ozzy. That was so bad.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's not quite the same anthemic synth as the original.
Not quite. I love how it's very close, but not quite.
Control yourself.
It's very happy.
What you need.
Oh, that's some good clapping.
The water is warm, but it's sending
Very
me
silent.
shivers.
It's very silent. The bass is supposed to be just doing long held notes here, and it's like it's dropped out completely.
But I thought this wouldn't hurt a lot, I guess not.
Could you tell that I didn't really remember that line?
Something told me. Something was telling me.
I'm a bit worried about this solo coming up.
Oh yeah.
To be haunted.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not so sure.
It's like a scary fairground or something.
I'm definitely scared.
Hello there, everyone. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a lovely Thursday evening. We are going to be recreating the Scooby-Doo theme this evening. Originally, I was going to be doing This Is Halloween, but turns out it's rather a complicated song. I mean, I already knew this going into it. I was thinking, that's a pretty complicated song. There's a lot of lyrics, there's a lot of like different voices, which I know I'll be perfect at all the voices. But it was only once I started looking at the actual chords that I was like, oh no, this changes key like every few bars. I don't think any, even though there's like the like chorus sections, like This Is Halloween repeats, it's not the same key each time. It's not even necessarily the same progression each time. So I vastly underestimated how much time that would take to prepare. So we're going to do it tomorrow instead. I thought I'd flip things around, do a bit of a simpler one tonight. Hopefully not let the stream go too late because I've also started late. But we'll see. We're going to do the Scooby-Doo theme tonight and This Is Halloween tomorrow. Welcome on in, Abel Ina. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Welcome on in. 0.79. Hello there. Hello, Matster, Samet Kane, Mr. Grimm, Explodo. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here. And Tila Dana. Hello. Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you very much for all swinging on by. And thank you. I'm going to guess you're not here at the moment, but Lee Devious, thank you very much for the sub and the follow yesterday. That is very appreciated. Hello, Hogs. Hello, Sorella. Welcome in on everyone. I need to make some Twitch alerts and sub badges and emotes. I keep not doing it. I've got so many Twitch admin tasks on my to-do list that I just haven't done. Winjo, welcome in as well. Yeah, currently not much incentive to sub to my Twitch. The emotes are one of them is literally some text that says, "Oh no, I've frozen. Oh, I'm back. Okay, good. Thank you very much for the heart." One of them is literally some text that says this emote is temporary, which I think is funny, but it's also not a good emote. Another 1 a.m. finish. I really hope 2 a.m. finish even. I really hope not. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be nice and quick. Your partner is obsessed with Scooby-Doo. I'm hoping this one won't be too bad. There's not, I say this now, there's not too much to it. So we're going to see. Ira, welcome in. Hello, hello. I think I'm all basically caught up. Muffy, welcome on in. The Simple Plan version, no, we're doing classic Scooby-Doo. We're doing the, like, very earliest theme I could find. Classic Scooby. That's what we're doing today. I've got coffee. I've also got a green smoothie. Half a glass of this green smoothie. I'm not sure a thick smoothie is the best thing to drink right before doing vocals, but we'll see. What's in it? It's spinach, mango, banana and oat milk, and chia seeds. Nice simple smoothie. Depending on who you are, Simple Plan Scooby is the OG. I guess depending when you first got into Scooby. Which one did I use for the film? A green smoothie is very on brand for Halloween. It is. Yeah, which one did they use for the Scooby-Doo film? Is that the Simple Plan version? I'm gonna look it up. It might not have been. No, I just used the classic one. There's a Billy Ray Cyrus version, a country-style theme of the song. Outkast recorded the version. Oh no, they didn't. They recorded a different song that was used in Scooby-Doo. That's not as interesting. But yeah, we'll see. We're gonna do classic. Maybe in the future we could do. Yeah, we're not a fan of Billy Ray Cyrus. Maybe in the future we'll do the Simple Plan version. Stoner Sloth, hello, welcome on in. You've been summoned to say that My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade should be the next project. We will get to it soon, I promise. I have seen your daily requests on every video. Up to like 34 or something now. It will have its time soon enough. You're very dedicated. Right, shall we stop faffing around? And shall we do some music? It's probably a good idea. We're doing the classic version of the theme. That's the plan. But yeah, maybe Simple Plan will go on the menu for sometime soon. My live visibility is restricted for the next 10 minutes. How dare you? All right, well, apparently in the next 10 minutes, no one new is going to join us. I can appeal it. Let's do that. All right, let's get on with some stuff. You'll have to hear me do I'm Not a Vampire by Falling in Reverse. All right, whatever. I'm not going to appeal it. We'll just let the 10-minute timer run out. We are in a secret club. Yeah, let's get on with things. Maybe I just need to sit here and constantly scroll back and forth. let TikTok know we're not just sat here doing nothing. For anyone who is confused, when I'm responding to people who aren't in the chat, it's because I'm live in multiple places at the same time. It's just the way it is. So occasionally there'll be people in one chat who are like, "Who's he talking to?" And then people in the other chat will be like, "I don't understand." And then there might be times where I'm just talking to myself, not even looking at any chat. You'll never know. There's too many chats to keep track of. Right, let's get started. I think we should maybe start with some drums for this one. I am on Twitch and YouTube as well as TikTok. Let's get some drums going. You think the Gorillaz video is slowing down finally? It seems to go through waves a little bit. I feel like it slowed down a little while. And then it picked back up again, and now it's slowed down again. Firestarter by Prodigy. I'm pretty sure I've already got that on the list. But yeah, that will be good. Let's get them drums in. So we want definitely acoustic. We could do psychedelic rock. It's like a kind of like folksy feel. It's like very like a 60s songwriter. Feels like it could be the right vibe. It's definitely got that like 60s feel to it. Scooby-Doo came out late 60s, I want to say. Maybe we can try that. I'm worried this is too much like brush drums. But maybe if we convert it to MIDI. Oh, no, that might be okay. Let's all get some stuff in here. I'm tempted to just get rid of all of that. I don't like relying too much on the like pre-built things. It feels a bit too cheaty. And we won't get close enough anyway. Let's just start from scratch. Start from scratch. Get yourself a cup of tea. We're going to be here for a while. As always. The first bits of the stream are always the most fiddly bits. We got to figure out what we're doing. I'm pretty sure this is just like kick snare. Kick snare. What's that one for? There's like a little drum fill at the start. You got a monster. Oh, you're really changing the vibe. Everyone's like, I've got a tea. Got a nice, lovely lemon ginger tea. And you're on the monster. I don't think I've ever... I'm not sure I've ever heard a monster. I must have had at least one. Thank you, Sly. That's a very good question. It should not be any webcam. It's because I'm forgetting to to change scenes. There we go. That should be fixed. Yeah, I think I just never got into Monster or energy drinks in general. I definitely had times where I've had way too much coffee. And I think I just relied on coffee more so than energy drinks. I've had Red Bulls, but I feel like I've only ever had Red Bulls when I've like been at a bar or something. I don't think I've ever just... I've only ever had Red Bull when it's like mixed with something, which is probably the worst way to have it, and not for a long, long time. Can easily drink 2 4-packs in a day. That is way too much for me. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a coffee drinker than a Monster drinker. But nowadays, I don't even drink caffeinated coffee. Just have decaf. So yeah, anything a Monster would knock me out for like a week straight. Right, what are we doing? We got some drums. We've got a kick snare, do. Some hi-hats. They feel like the right sort of thing for the hi-hats. Nice and simple. Yeah, I think it could be maybe half that speed on the hi-hats. But I think we will go with that. There should be a little drum fill at the start. So maybe let's just quickly get that in as well. We just want a little like do to go at the very start. 1, 2, 3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Maybe we just go around the snare and then the toms. Maybe something like this. How is decaf coffee's flavour? Is it not like the regular one? I've never had decaf myself. It really varies. Some brands do like a decaf that they claim is exactly the same as their normal caffeinated coffee. It's almost always not the same. But you can get some decafs that are very nice. But I would just find a nice one rather than one trying to be like the decaf version of a normal one. Kind of like, I feel like when you switch to vegan food, the best thing you can do is just go have some nice vegan food rather than being like, I'm going to have an imitation burger or I'm going to have an imitation steak or something. Just having good vegan food is just better, in my opinion anyway. I think that's good. Little drum fill. We can maybe have the same drum fill at the end of this bar as well. Like that. Yeah. Let's do that. Right. Chamomile tea is nice. But yeah, it's definitely a sleepy time tea. Needs more alarms. Right, we want a tambourine as well. We can rely on our nice old tambourine selection here. That one looks a bit too fast to me. We want maybe just a tambourine sample. Definitely later in the song, it picks up a lot. But at the start, I feel like there's just... I think it accents the hi-hats. Or the snare even, not the hi-hats. So let's maybe drop whichever one I'm playing currently. Let's drop this in, not on the vocal track. Let's undo that. And then let's just come in here and change this. So we want to just hit on the 2 and the 4, not maxing it out ideally. And then we can just loop that. So then hopefully that's just a tambourine accenting the snare. We're doing a time check for everyone. It is, yeah, just coming up to 9 PM here in the UK. So yeah, it's getting late. We're going to try and not be up super late tonight. That's the plan. And yeah, we're just getting started. We're at the very start of the song. It's 9 AM in New Zealand. Nice and early over there. You're a day ahead, right? I think. Yeah. Anyone else not hearing anything? You should be when I'm playing stuff back. Hopefully. Hopefully everyone can hear stuff right now. Fingers crossed. Right, what do we want to do next? Let's get the bass in. Play, probably. Oh, it's maybe quiet. Let me turn it up. That's probably better. Yeah, I think I had things down on my mixer. That should be better. Let's get a little bass in. Should we start with the bass player? Yeah, let's do that. And we could go probably just stick with the pop songwriter. I want to maybe see what our bass options are though. Oh, focused 60s, that's perfect. Oh, it's even got the like Beatles style bass and everything. Yeah, that's great, we'll go with that. Convert to MIDI region, get rid of these chords. Get rid of the tambourine overlay. Get rid of that. plop our own one in. Honourable Gentle Ghost, welcome on in. We've literally just started. Matthew, thank you very much for the roses. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we're just getting started. Don't worry if you're only just joining. Thank you very much for all the roses. You thought you were getting the full Sam POV tonight. No, don't worry. You'll still get to listen and see the screen if I have everything set up correctly. The bar says 99% because it starts from 0. Ideally, I would be like, here's a follower goal from this evening. Matthew, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Yes, we're doing the original theme, I'm Grant. Yeah, ideally I'd be like, let's start at 0 and get 100 or something just during this stream. But it starts literally from 0 and goes to 20,000. So even though we're like 140 away from the goal, it still just says 99%. But I think last week we were on 80 something. So we've made a pretty good jump in the last week or so. I'm enjoying doing these. Matt Stowe, recently gotten back into making song covers. We started up D&D again, and I've brought my favourite bard back. I do all of the session recaps as song parodies. Next week will be a Tenacious D cover. Oh my god, that sounds like a lot of effort for each D&D session. Writing an entire cover parody song every week. I don't think I'd be that prepared for any D&D session. I think I would be the sort of player who turns up and wings it every single week. Meanwhile, other people will be like, I've written pages and pages of notes from last week's session. Greatest Gryffindor, Bangarang. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that at some point. I'll put it on the list. Right, we're in the key of A major. How low do we want our bass? We want to go here? Do we want to go here? I feel like starting up here might make more sense. And then we'll turn it down, tune it down if we need to. Yeah, we'll see. Ghostbusters started well, then went a bit Clinton's Card royalty-free version. Yeah, it was so promising at the start. Right, the bass is doing some kind of riff around the root note and the fifth note. I think the fifth down is doing something like boom, 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 something like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, we're gonna try and figure out how this should go. So we got a bar of A and then a bar of B minor. Boom. When the night has come. It's fairly similar to that, I guess. Do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. What notes are in the key of A major? We have a G sharp, yeah. F sharp, G sharp, C sharp. If this doesn't go well, I've got to blame it on those pesky kids. I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Right, B. Okay, and that seems fine. Boom, 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 boom. Wait, what rhythm have I done here? Boom, 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 boom. Do, do, do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, that's what rhythm I've done. What VSTs do I use? Do I ever use BBC SO by Spitfire Audio? I just use all the default Logic stuff. I'm nice and basic like that. I have got some plugins on here. Like I've got Massive and some of the other native instrument stuff. But for these, I tend to just not use it. I kind of like using just the inbuilt Logic stuff, to be honest. I've heard of Spitfire Audio, and I want to get some of their string packs. But so far, I don't use any of their stuff. But I know they've got some good quality stuff. I'm just catching up on this other messages as well. Your character's basically Jack Black. And you have 2 weeks to get ready as you play every other week. That's why you can keep up to date with it. BBC Symphony Orchestra. That would make sense, yeah. Yeah, I should check out their stuff, because I know they've got some real good sample packs. Boom, 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 boom. That's definitely not the right bass rhythm, but I feel like it's not worlds apart. So maybe we'll go with that, at least for the moment. And then we can always shift to something else. If we need to. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Right, what do we need next? We need some organs. And we need some guitars. Let's start with the organ. This is what, verse 1. I think we can just copy all of that. Oh, we need a bigger drum fill at the end of this one. No organs again. They went well last week. The organs were probably the best part of Thriller. In that end section. How big of a fill do we want in this second part? I think it should at least start on the bar. Or halfway through the bar. Maybe just something like that. And these should probably hit with a bit more velocity. Same with these ones. Yeah, hopefully no aliens this week. You won't let me forget Feel Uncomfortable Inc. Oh, don't you worry. I don't think anyone will be forgetting about that anytime soon. Needs more cowbell and more organ. No cowbell in this one. Not intentionally, anyway. Right, organs. Let's get one in. Well, we have lots of options for organs. We have bebop organ. Could have celestial, a church, circus organ. Kind of a circusy sound, I guess. Clean organ. What do we want? Ghost guitar? Ghostly reversed? Probably not any of these. Mellow organ. That could work. I want like 60s pop organ. that would make it easier. That's the sort of vibe we want. Vintage movie organ. We could try that. Otherwise, yeah, bebop is probably the closest, just based on the name. Let's get some chords going. We want an A major, so we won't put a G in it because that'd be a bad start. How big a span of things do we want? I guess we can whack an A and an E down here. Something like that. Welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. Let's see how this sounds. If it's awful, we'll switch it for the bebop organ. And we want a B minor. So we should have a D natural. Boom, boom. And we got an E major. Yeah, E major over B. Sticking a B in the left hand. Thank you very much, Explodo. I hope you've got a nice weekend planned. Let's get... Yeah, we'll try and do something like that. I'm trying to at least make these chord shapes kind of make sense. Like keeping these notes similar where they can be. At least that sort of feels like it makes sense. Right, let's get that copied. Right, here's what we've got so far. We can probably pan the organ to one side. Maybe like over here somewhere. The tambourine can probably get panned over as well. Unlikely that we'd have that dead center. I think that's fine. Elizabeth, welcome on in. Seen the videos on your timeline, on your For You page. Never seen the progress? Well, welcome on in. Yeah, this is the behind the scenes of how it all falls apart. Once they come together, but... Right, guitars? Wait, which Scooby-Doo theme are we doing? We're doing the original Scooby-Doo theme. Original. Classic Scooby. What's in this movie? It's spinach, banana, mango, chia seeds, and oat milk. It's quite nice. Let's get some guitars from Splice. This tends to be where it all falls apart. We want... Not the simple plan version, no. Thank you very much, everyone who is liking the live. Let's TikTok know we're all having a good time here. It's very helpful. Let's get... We want like single chord stabby guitar parts. Guitar, stab. Let's find a nice clean guitar part. Electric guitar. We can maybe just do a one shot. We want a major chord. E major. Well, it doesn't leave us with many options. Mellow pluck. That could be good. Electric guitar chords stab clean. See, I feel like we could probably do okay with what we pick here. Let's get a minor version as well. What I'm worried about is what I'm going to suggest next. What's this one? That looks promising as well. We'll just go with that top one. Yeah, let's go with the top one. Let's drop that in. Okay, so we got a major chord, we got a minor chord. What did I write in my notes? Guitar stabs go on the 2 and the 4s. They like emphasize emphasize the snare hits. So we're going A major, B minor. Let's put little fade outs on those just in case. This first one looks a bit too long as well. Jing, 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 jing. Yeah, let's make those shorter. Something like that. So they sort of better match the length of these ones. Okay. I feel like that should be alright. A major, B minor. Maybe just whack these on the same. Oh, no, we won't. We'll keep them separate. And then we've got an E chord and then back to an A chord. So let's put these over here somewhere. And then let's put these here. Boom, boom, boom. We want to go down to an E. And then we go back up to an A. So we want to go G sharp, G, F sharp, F, E. Going down 5. Transpose that down 5. Should be an E chord. I'm tempted to say the organ should be over that side and the guitars should be over on the right. Okay. Fingers crossed, this will be sounding okay so far. Daniel, thank you very much for the follow. Turn the organ down. I feel like organs are normally pretty overbearing by default. And Kick Reels, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you very much for the follow. Alright, I feel like these will be an O. I feel like what we've got okay. I feel like what we've got at the moment is probably okay. Obviously, I can't tell for certain. Obviously, Paige, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. I'm worried what I want to put in now is going to ruin it. In the original, we have these muted guitar. We have these guitar stab strum things that are just like jing, 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 jing. In the original, there's a lot of muted strumming that goes between each one. So it's like muted guitars historically have not gone great for us. But that's not going to stop me from trying. Muted guitar strum. This could be okay. I mean, it says acoustic guitar loop muted strum. Guitar acoustic strum rhythm muted flamenco percussion. That could be good. I feel like one of these will be good. One of these will work well. I'm tempted to go with this one because it has percussion. And it's definitely more of a percussion-y sound than a like typical guitar-y sound. Let's grab it and see what the waveform looks like. And just see how it kind of drops in. And that looks promising. It has... Okay, it's 128 BPM. So we want to speed it up a bit. Yeah, we want to speed it up a bit. I don't know how many bars that should be, because I feel like going up 12 BPM should be more than that much of a stretch. But also, 12 bars is sort of the only logical thing that could be. It'd be weird for them to do like 10 bars. And 10 bars is maybe too much of a time stretch. But then these are sort of falling between the bars. Let's try going up to 10 and see how that fits. Yeah, these aren't lining up with the bars either. And these samples aren't always great. So the chance it just isn't going to line up anywhere. Okay, maybe we'll leave it at 12. Let's just try and have a couple of things. The fact that these have all got keys associated with them suggests to me they're a bit more chordy than they are muted rhythm. We could try this one. Guitar effect mute strum. Let's drop that in, see how that looks like. That's 104 beats, so that's pretty good. Just a 2 bars. Okay, let's try that. That at least looks like it's in the right sort of realm. And then what we should do is just chop out where we're actually playing the chords. So we'll go through and do that. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. And chop. All the way to the end. And that can only have gone well. That's my thinking. Let's put some little fade-ins on those. Tiny little fade-in on this one, actually. Get rid of that one. Copy that across. And then if we line that up with the other guitar, maybe turn it down a tad. So that should be like... We'll only know in like an hour from now when I hear it. But that's something. Right. I feel like that's everything for the first verse. There is the tiny little bit of an intro that we need to do, where there's like bat sounds and some kind of reversed organ thing. I'm not entirely sure. Verse 2. So we'll make sure we put that in as well. Copy that. There's an essence of George Formby there. Right, brass. We need to add some brass. I don't know why, but brass has always gone badly in previous ones. You'd think it's as simple as pick brass from the list, but it never seems to turn out that way. Well, normally synthesized brass is what goes badly. I feel like picking actual brass, we might do okay. Let's pick Sugar Hill brass. And let's make a MIDI region. Brass chords, hold the chords. Low brass doubles the bass. Okay. So we should be lazy and copy this. Then we should paste it in here. And then we should also copy the bass. And drop that in here. And then we should get rid of these notes. Or maybe move them up an octave. I switched from TikTok to Twitch, and I've got to say I love the chat rules. I don't even remember what the rules are in the chat. I think it's just like, don't be a dick. I think it's kind of my only rule. So if you follow that, you're good. Let's... What sort of thing do we want for the bass? Bassy brass. Staccato. Yeah, that's good. Articulation for the main brass part should be sustain. Maybe we'll do expressive medium. Just a medium amount of expressiveness. And where should we pan these? I think actually the individual things will be slightly panned. Yeah, they are. So maybe we just leave that dead center. Turn it down a little bit. Okay, so first one, and then we got horns coming on the second verse. And that's actually all we need for the second verse. The only other difference is that we double the vocals. So we'll worry about that at the end. It's going to be fine. It's all going to be fine. Is the original genre ska? Wouldn't necessarily describe it as ska. We want to do some Pierce the Veil. Sure, we can do that. I will add it to the ever-growing list. If you have any particular song suggestions, let me know as well. Right. Bridge. I wrote that the snare is just playing like all the time, so we're going to double up the snare hits. We need to do these little accents. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby Doo, be ready for your end. Bum bum bum. Do 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 do. Somewhere around here. Somewhere around this bit. We need to put some accents in. Let's get rid of all of this. And we'll try and figure this out. I need to try and make sure I'm in the right place. I see you pretending you gotta see her. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know it hurt a mystery to so Scooby, be ready for you, man. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Okay, so the accents we need to hit are like halfway through this bar. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Are they just on the ands of the 3 and the 4? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, dun, dun, dun. Okay, that's probably going to be fine. Oh, it's not. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not super convinced by this, but we'll try it. Maybe if we put the bass in, that might help figure it out. Yeah, we're doing an original Scooby. Not that the Simple Plan one is bad, but this one's a classic. Yeah, we might do the Simple Plan one another time. We'll see. Emergency Contact could be okay. Or Circles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look them up. I'm not super familiar with Pierce the Veil, so I'm gonna have to do my research. Tambourine, we definitely need to do some work on in this section because it goes a bit wild. Right. Do we switch up the notes? Yeah, we go to D. Bass goes up. And then we're doing really fast alternating between 1 and 5. It goes on for the whole time we're playing this D note. Okay, that seems correct. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. G sharp. G sharp A. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Something like this. Am I finished? No, I'm from the UK. What other messages have I missed? Anguris Reviews. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Thank you very much for the follow. You're trying to remember the original. I hope we're on track. I hope we're not doing too badly. Boom, boom, boom. In fact, this might just go to a long held note. Boom. Maybe something like that. Am I hitting the right notes there? This shouldn't be this. This should be an A. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. This doesn't feel right to me. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Maybe that is okay. Do 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 do. Sure. Let's stick with that. Bass stabs on the brass stabs. Bass follows this. Yeah, bass is doing quick alternating between 1 and 5. So that's fine. Boom. Oh, I think this is what's throwing me off. This should just be a long held note. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sure. That feels like it makes more sense. And then we should maybe do something a little bit different. The drums are scaring you. No, they can't be that bad. The drums can only go so badly. In fact, let's stretch this out, because this should really be like an 8-bar section rather than a 4-bar section. Okay, we can actually do some D notes here. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Copy these. But this time we stay on a D. Scooby Doo, if you can pray, you're gonna do 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. It's got like quite a bit of a Beatles feel to it, this song. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I feel like that makes sense. Boom. Metallica Rules, thank you very much for the follow. We do have to do a Metallica song at some point. Probably Enter Sandman. But maybe something else. Probably that. Yeah, I need to pick a Metallica song and add it to the list. Which Scooby Doo? The original theme tune. Old school. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Old school Scooby Doo. Yeah, Enter Sandman would probably be a good one to do. Mainly for the bit in the middle. Doing the little prayer before sleep bit. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's copy these. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're going back up to an A at the end. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. We're ending up on an A here. Boom. Probably down at the E. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now down at D. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. So this, in my mind, this is boom, 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 boom. We'll see. Boom, 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 boom. Right, these drums need some adjusting. It sounds like I'm singing James Bond. Danny, thank you very much for the rose. Let's shift these drums around a bit to match that. I feel like we need to move these back. Oh, I'm very quickly losing track of where everything should go. Something like that. Ba, ba, ba. Are these right? Mrs. Piggy, or Mrs. Piggle. Thank you very much for the roses. Very much appreciated. Yes, we can have let's have a recap from the start for those who have only recently joined. So for those who are new, why is this showing up again? Let's appeal this, I think, this time. It reckons we contain content with low visual quality or static imagery. No, we definitely don't have static imagery. We're moving stuff around. And the quality's fine, so let's appeal it this time. Sure, let's send that. Right. You drank all your tea. Right, let's have a recap from the start. Here we go. Obviously, we've got vocals still to come. And then the bridge is very much a work in progress. That's what we got so far. I'm trying to figure out if these rhythms are correct in this second part of the bridge. I feel like I want these both open at the same time. And Scooby, do if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a do. Boom, boom, boom. And we need a little drum fill on the end from here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Just something like that. What's the plan for the next song remake? We're gonna do This Is Halloween tomorrow is the idea. I was originally gonna do it tonight, but I kind of underestimated how complicated the song is. There's like a key change all the time. Oh, I realized the brass was muted. Let me unmute that. Yes, very complex song. So I'm gonna have to like note out the chords because it's just some of these I feel like I can realistically do with very few notes. This Is Halloween is not one of them, so I'm gonna have to get some better notes in place. The tambourine in this part is very fast, so I want to try and find one that matches the vibe. I mean, that looks fast. I think this first one is probably the best one, actually. Looking at it. That's all like... Okay, no, I think that's good. Let's match it to that. Make that 18. Helmy, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. You can't be having Feel Good Inc. flashbacks. It's gotta be fine, right? We'll be fine. Please do Daddy Issues by The Neighborhood. I will listen to it and add it to my list. I might have checked it out last week actually as well. I feel like I remember that one being recommended. It will go on the ever-evolving playlist. Right. We need some more organ chords for this part. We're switching up quite a lot, so let's just get rid of that. We're going up to a D. D major, yeah. 2 bars of that. Then we go down to an A. Can we whack that up an octave? I guess we don't need to. Yeah, we should move. What do we want to do here? So I'm kind of treating it as though these are the left hand, then these are the right hand. So maybe this should stay up here somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. And the bass is coming in here to go up. Boom, boom, boom. Do, 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 do. I don't feel confident enough that these are going to be like full chords. So let's just double up on the G's. We can maybe do a D. Maybe not even that. Maybe just the G's. Bum, bum. And then back to an E chord. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Did I make any notes for the guitars in this bit? No, not really. I think they kind of just keep doing the same thing that they've been doing before. I sent the Power Rangers one to my dad, and he was like, "My childhood has been butchered." That's the goal. Slowly butcher everyone's childhoods. One day we'll get through everything. We'll ruin everyone's memories. Treasured childhood memories destroyed. Right, we want a D chord or D note up here. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Do. Actually, we can do a full on E chord. Boom, boom, boom. And then we go do do do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Do 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 do. Carafin, thank you very much for the follow. Brass. We probably need some little more brass in this bridge bit. Yeah. I think, in fact, I think they emphasize the bum 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 bit of it. So we can put that in. And then we'll do the guitars. Lots of midifying things tonight. Let's leave the first chord intact. And then let's find this first little like emphasized bit. Boom, 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 boom. What are we doing here? G, G sharp, A. Let's put it on a G. Put it on a D. G, D. We'll do fifths here. We'll risk it. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. We'll try that. We'll do sustain through those. Hopefully that's the right sort of thing. When it's Paper Planes by MIA, that is, that is on my list. I think that'll be quite good actually. Yeah, there's so many good ones on the list. Is the problem? There's a lot of ones I want to do, and then this is going D sharp, E. Where is D? From here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna go up to the D. Yeah, sure. Bum, bum, bum. What's gone on there? Hang on. It should be D to E. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. E, D. Perfect. How many songs do I have on the list? Literally like 100. There's gonna be lots to do. And only the good ones make it to the list as well. I'm already like filtering them out. So there's plenty of good songs to go. All right, guitar. Let's keep the same rhythm. So we're staying only on the D chord this time. So we're going to go up to a D. Hey, Sketch, welcome on in. We're going to go B, C, C sharp, D. Up 4. Up 4 to a D. Copy that across. Yeah, that's fine. We're doing the original version of Scooby-Doo, yeah. Maybe Simple Plan at some point in the future. Okay, the chord does change here. Well, this has got to change a bit. Boom, boom, boom. The guitar's surely got to emphasize these changes, right? On the G. G, G sharp. G, G sharp. So down to G. And then down 1. Oops. G sharp. And then we can go back to our normal A pattern. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Put these across. Is that right? Does that feel good? I don't even know anymore. Copy that here. Okay, now that looks better. Something like that. You're always down for Paramore. We've done Decode by Paramore. Yeah, we could revisit some Paramore. We've obviously already done one, so it will naturally go lower down on the list than some of the others. Yeah, I'm not against doing more Paramore. I'm tempted to say these should be happening on every beat. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, on every beat. And then we maybe just put some little guitar strums between each beat. Get rid of all of this. We're changing it up. Got to do some Hamilton. That would require some homework from me. But yeah, I'm sure Hamilton would go down very well. There's lots of songs in that to pick from. What's the most famous from it? And it is... I'm not giving away my shot. That feels like it could be a good one. Let's shorten this a bit. We're in room where it happens. Yeah, we could do that. Sona, welcome on in. Lovely to have you here. I feel like I need this window a bit bigger. Right, how is this shaping up? I hope this is okay. I feel like things have shifted somewhere. No, that's actually fine. And then we're back to the D. Are those bars there? Or Guns and Ships. I'm going to have a listen to the soundtrack. I definitely need to do some musicals in general. Keep thinking Grease would be very funny. So that's definitely on the list. Make it a D sharp. And then make this an E. 6 to get to an E. I hope I've got these correct. Grease Lightning, that could be good. I was thinking, what's the one at the start? Summer Days. Oh, the summer nights. But Grease Lightning is probably a pretty good one to do as well. Right, there is like a little twiddly guitar riff, which I'm not super optimistic about. It's like, and Scooby, do it, you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's what we need to try and figure out here. 1, 2, 3, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Scooby. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's add. I think this is going to have to be, unfortunately, a MIDI guitar. It's not classical clean, not acoustic clean. Maybe we go with the hard rock one. Or roots rock. Let's go with roots rock. And then let's really like dial down the gain here. And try and get that sounding good. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What chord are we doing this over? An E. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Are we just doing like E, boom, 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 boom. E, G sharp, B, A. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe. Let's do that. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Does that work? Boom, 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 boom. Sure. Why not? We'll go with that. We'll give that a try. Right, are we missing anything else from this bridge bit? Let's sort out the tambourine so it doesn't just keep blasting through these gaps. We should just emphasize the hits here. Right, where are they? Here. Bum, bum, bum. That seems right. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, perfect. Bridge done. I think that's fine. And then we just repeat the verse. Yeah, that's correct, Abby. You guys get to hear, but I don't. I'm in the dark. I can't hear a single thing, and we're doing our best to recreate it based off the MIDI notes and the sample names and that kind of thing. Okay, the end is slightly different. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like the drums don't necessarily do anything different there. So maybe we'll just end on that. Thank you very much for the heart, Emmy. Welcome on in. Oh God, where am I? What's happened? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe we'll do boom, 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 boom. And we'll end that like there. That can go, that can go, that can go to there. And then the horns need to do something else. Bum, 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 bum. This song's lacking a horse, yeah. They can't all have horses. Can't win them all. What do we want to do here? You should just stay here. And we're on A. So this last note should just be an A. So it should just be C sharp B A. Yeah, sure. Hopefully that's fine. And maybe we will just double that and pass it to the next person. Like that. Yeah. And get rid of those. Perfect. Right, I'm going to take a very quick bathroom break. I will leave you guys with this on repeat, as always. I'll be like a minute. And then we need to remember to add bats at the start and like a reverse organ sound. Those will be great. And then we can do some vocals. And we're going to be done early tonight. We're going to all go to bed at a sensible time. Right, I will be 2 minutes. Enjoy the looping. Hello, hello, hello. I think this is going to be fine. I think this is going to be good. Scooby-Doo Vacation Special. Beach episode. Perfect. Alright, let's do this weird little reverse organ bit at the start. With the bats. And then we will do vocals. Let's copy one of these organ bits. And I think we can just export this as, maybe if we do 2 bars. Bounce in place. Yeah, that's fine. Do all of that. And then we can reverse it. Reverse that. Whack it back at the start. I can't really describe this sound or figure out what was really making it. Let's... I'm just going to try something weird like this. Probably fade it in. And then we'll put a load of bat sounds over the top of it. If we can find bat sounds. And then we're vocaling. Are they going to have bats on Splice? Foley, creatures, bats, rodents. I mean, that's Bat Cave. That's got to be... Giant bat, flutter, fly, flap wings, hiss, vocal. We don't want baseball bats. Let's grab these top 3, drop them in and see what they look like. Maybe if we just search for like flapping or bats flying. No. Flapping wings. Pigeon? Pigeon sounds? Do we want that? Maybe we'll just put a pigeon in there. Fluffy bird motion. Let's just whack a couple of these in as well. Why not? We'll layer them up. Oh, they look very quiet pigeon flaps. Okay, this is gonna be too much, obviously. So let's try and mix this together sensibly. These are kind of all the perfect length. We'll just dot a couple of these in. Maybe just like that. We can make the pigeon flaps louder. And if we group these up, create a track stack. The summing stack is fine. Bring it down a bit. Maybe pan some things around. Cave can stay centered. Something like that. Jefferson's Vision, welcome in. Hello there. Hogs Horror, thank you for the rose. That's going to be way too much, isn't it? I mean, there is kind of a lot of bats in the original. We're nearing the end. We've got to do some vocals. I think we're done with the instrumental. I think. All right, we'll go with that. I feel that that's probably fine. All right, vocal time. Let's do it. What are my lines? Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Let's see how we go with that. Where do I want to sing this? Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? That's quite low, but that's where it naturally sits for me. Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? That's probably closer to the original. We've got some work to do now. But it's at the high end of my range. Alright, we'll try that. Might be too high for me. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. There's at least one note there that I fluffed. But we can try another take of that. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Perfect. That's all good. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you've got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. Alright. Sure. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. Is the timing alright there? Might be a bit fast there, but I feel like it's probably okay. Vocals are quiet. Good shout. Let's turn them up and let's turn everything else down. Thank you very much. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some. That's what we got so far. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. The mic might be echoing a bit, yeah. If I turn that off, it'll be gone. Hopefully it's not too bad. Just while we're doing the vocals. You know we got a mystery to solve. This is like right at the top of my range. So Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. We'll do this down the octave and see. You know we got a mystery to solve. The way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. We can try that up the octave as well. But that is definitely pushing my range. You know we got a mystery to solve.
The way,
Why is it starting in weird places?
the way you shake and shiver.
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. God, that last note. Amelia, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I can try that again. Let me have some water. And we won't have such screechy vocals. No, I need a lozenge. We got the lower vocal. We can always fall back to that.
The way you shake and shiver.
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo. Need to separate those words out a bit more.
The way you shake and shiver.
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. God, I can't hear that last note. Let's just try that second half. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby. No, can't hit that. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. Let me try. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Let me do one more. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. And then what we do is we cheat the fact that I didn't sing the actual notes. And we fix them.
Hold back. And
Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. What key are we in here? We're in D major here. I feel like D major. This is like, and Scooby-Doo. Maybe I shouldn't pitch correct it quite that much. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. This should be like D. This note should be a D. Scoo. Turn off that. Scooby snack. We're just gonna cheat the whole thing. That's a fact. So obviously I still can't hear this, so I could be making it way worse. Right, let's unmute that, chop that out. So we got the low vocal as well. I'll keep the low vocal in but turn it down. And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Perfect. Cheating, but we're good. Thank you for the boo, the ghost. That's very cute. Right, last verse. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that villain. And there's also some some backing vocals. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are? Here are you, not where are you? Scooby Dooby Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby Doo, I know we'll catch that villain. Perfect. Right, we need to do some backing vocals for verse 2. Do we just do them the same? Yeah, maybe we just do them the same. We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. And we'll do one more, and we'll pan those like this. We'll turn them down a bit. We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you, pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. Right, and then the last verse, there's like some Scooby-Doos. In fact, I don't really even know where they go. It's just backing vocals that are like Scooby-Doo. Something like that. Scooby-Doo-Doo. Scooby-Doo. That's a fact. Scooby-Doo. You're ready and you're willing. Scooby-Doo. I know. I feel like we need to do more than that. Maybe we fill in the gaps with them as well. That's a fact. Scooby-Doo. You're ready and you're willing. Scooby-Doo. I know. Maybe that's fine. Whatever. Who cares anymore? We'll just go with that. Line this up a bit better. Oh, it's the lost cause. They're too different from one another. Right. Are we done? Is that everything? I think that might be the whole lot. Maybe it's done. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby-Doo, I know we'll catch that. I think it's listening time. I think we're done already. It's got to be some kind of record. We've only been live an hour and 50 minutes. The horns muffle the vocals. All right, let's fix that. Before I play anything back. And the horns are already fairly low in the mix. Let's turn the vocals up. Let's turn the horns a little bit down. Maybe to like -9. Okay, minus 11. Let me take these back off. Let me know if the horns are still a problem. Hopefully that's enough tweaking to fix them up. Amazing. All right, I feel like we're good. Let's have a listen. We're done, everyone. We can have an early night. Actually get some sleep. Alright, make sure I'm all turned up. Alright, let's have a listen from the start. How badly wrong can this one go? There's not much to it. There can't be too much wrong. Right? Let's just see. The bats are good.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work
It's a
to
very
do
strummy
now.
guitar.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby Doo, I see you pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me.
Oh, there's something weird going on with that brass. Oh, okay.
Be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact. Scooby Dooby Doo, here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby Doo, I know we'll catch that villain.
Wow. There's a lot of strumming going on. This little guitar part was a bit of a highlight.
Have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact.
Do 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 do.
Scooby snack. That's a fact. Scooby Doo.
It's not the worst one I've done. Definitely not the worst one. Let's have another listen. Let's break some bits down as we go through. The bats were really good. These opening bats. That's just like the original.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now. Scooby Dooby Doo.
I think the bass has some problems. Let's just listen to the drums and the bass. There's a little bit of weird things going on there. The guitar is probably the most obvious offender.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now.
Weirdly, I don't think the strumming's the worst part of it. I think the chords in this part coming up. Yeah, those chords have got a problem. The brass? I think a lot of the brass is okay. I think the doubling of the bass is what's gone wrong here. See, that's not too bad. These are good. Yeah, the brass, we've had much worse brass.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now.
It is like a ukulele CD with a scratch. That sums it up very well.
Come on, Scooby Doo, I see you pretending you got a sliver. You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake.
It's a definite beach episode.
You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back. And Scooby Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact.
Ruh-oh.
Here are you. You're ready and you're willing. If we can count on you, Scooby Doo.
Those backing vocals turned out okay. The vocals are really not that bad.
Scooby Dooby Doo, here are you. You're ready. ready and you're willing, if we can count on you, Scooby-Doo.
It's really not too bad. And in fact, my pitching correction here worked okay as well.
Have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact.
You can hear it's very auto-tuned, but it works.
And Scooby-Doo, if you come through, you're gonna have yourself a Scooby snack. That's a fact.
I can sing the note, I swear. All right, let's have one more listen from the start. One uninterrupted listen. Here we go.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We've got some work to do now.
The guitar is a bit much.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you.
This is contender for best vocal performance. Definitely.
You're not fooling me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shiver. You know we got a mystery to solve, so Scooby-Doo, be ready for your act. Don't hold back.
I think this hits the horror vibes better than the original did.
That's a fact. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, here are you.
I think they could have put this on the show and people would have been fine with it. I don't think anyone would have thought this was out of place.
I know we'll catch that villain.
Perfect. Even got there's a little leftover guitar bit at the end there. Somewhere. Where even is that? Oh, it's me. It's me pressing spacebar on the vocal track. It sounds like another little strum. Nightmare Before Christmas is going to be tomorrow instead. I underestimated quite how complex it is, and my notes need more time. Luckily, this song is nice and straightforward in comparison.
I know we'll catch that villain.
Amazing. I think that turned out pretty well. Definitely not bad. At 6 p.m. tomorrow is the plan, yeah. Whether I stick to that or not is yet to be seen, but that's when I'm aiming to go live. And considering how much there is to the song, we're probably going to have to start early. This one, I'm not actually sure. Probably next Friday, probably on Halloween itself. Will it actually be 6? We'll see. The plan is 6. That could mean anywhere between 6 and 9. But considering how much there is to the song, yeah, we are going to need to start at a sensible time. I forgot what I was saying. Yes, Thriller will be out tomorrow, I think. And then I think I'll put out Nightmare Before Christmas next Wednesday. Because I feel like people are only going to really want to listen to these Halloween ones up until Halloween itself. So, yeah, Thriller out tomorrow. And then we'll put out This Is Halloween on next Wednesday. And then Scooby-Doo on Halloween itself on Friday. And then we're back to normal songs. So next week's stream, we're going to have to pick just some normal songs. That'll be different. I've got a few ideas in mind, but we'll see. There's plenty on the list. And then it's Christmas soon after. Can I do some Tame Impala? I have got some on the playlist. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like we are overdue some musicals or some Disney or a bit of both. So we're gonna have to do at least a couple in November. Maybe not necessarily next week, but definitely one soon. I've got to do Coraline. What song is in Coraline? Yeah, I feel like we've done some good Halloween songs this year, and it leaves us plenty to do next year. There's still plenty of good ones. I was tempted to do like an advent calendar or 12 days of Christmas thing for Christmas. But first of all, doing an advent calendar is way too much work for me to realistically do. Doing a 12 days of Christmas thing would mean putting out something every other day, probably, which is a little more doable. But I also don't want to burn through all the good songs and then get to on my capacity, which is limited, unfortunately. Doing 2 a week feels just about doable. So maybe for Christmas we can up that on the odd extra one here and there, because there's plenty of good Christmas songs we can do. Anyway, let's call it a night. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm gonna finish editing the Thriller video so that can go out tomorrow. Yeah, and then we'll be back 6 p.m. on the dot tomorrow for This Is Halloween. If you're not already in the Discord, come join us over there. We've been having some lovely discussions this week. It's a lovely place to hang out in between the streams. The link is in my bio, in the link tree. You don't believe my timekeeping. I wouldn't either, but we'll see. There's too much going on. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me as always. Leadbelly, welcome in. No worries at all. We'll be doing another stream tomorrow evening if you're about for that one. But absolutely no problem at all. Yeah, it's always 6 p.m. somewhere, right? Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. It's been lovely as always. Lovely to have you all here. I will be back as close to 6 p.m. as I can possibly muster tomorrow, and we will do another song. Goodbye, those of you on TikTok. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Goodbye. And hello to your remaining people on Twitch. You get the little extra bonus stream on the end whilst we figure out who we're going to raid. I think that turned out well. That was surprisingly straightforward. Yeah, let me load up Twitch. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. I feel like each stream we're getting more and more of a lively Twitch chat, which is lovely. Lovely to have some more people over here. Who do we want to raid? I think we can raid over to RCJ UK, who is currently playing Water Park Sim, which is a great time. Let's get you guys over there. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. We will be back again tomorrow evening to do Nightmare Before Christmas. That's the plan. I'm going to make a load of extra notes tomorrow so that we're ready to go. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I will see you later on. Goodbye.